Located about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the New York Jets. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now a 7th-round surprise from a year ago. It's Isaiah Pacheco. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins. And they're hoping to do it consistently here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels. Again, it's Pacheco. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here? I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up. A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game. Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. Chaz Surratt there to bring him down. He's had success on this drive, but not on this play. Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field. Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we play run fits, everyone was in the right place. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The Jets are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to a good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Hey, 626.
Now Rodgers going to shift them around. Rodgers to throw on third down. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Back to the ground, Cook. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Now Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The 71 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they'll throw with Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first, 18 yards that time. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
On second down, here's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Here's Pacheco once again. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Here's Pacheco headed right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 3rd down and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Butker's kick here is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Box it, box it, box it, inside. Hey, Mike.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
A lot to talk about when it comes to Garrett Wilson, the reigning offensive rookie of the year. Last season, really embraced the wide receiver 1 role in New York, broke Keyshawn Johnson's rookie record for yards, and one of the brightest young stars at his position. Lives up to that by getting another Jets first down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. On the return, it's James. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Third down throw incomplete as well.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
Here's James returning.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
A man who re-signed with the Chiefs back in May. Here's Jerick McKinnon.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Has his man. That's James.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up 4th down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Here's Hardman to return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now Cook running right. And evades the tackler, and has some space. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. To throw, it's Rodgers.
This one deep for Wilson.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Cook will score. Touchdown, New York.
No touchdown for them in the first half, but their defense kept them in this ball game. So now, maybe this can loosen them up a little because they played tight so far, and they get right back in it with a touchdown run.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
151 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
First down, Kansas City.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
And for one of the first times all night, he's going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now this time Rodgers will throw.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. James now to return. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Here's Pacheco. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
First down, Chiefs.
They try with Pacheco. Down to the 41. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
199 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, they will run McKinnon. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Now Patrick going to change the play.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Jets are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here's Cook again. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Now it's Rodgers.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, 88.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's 2nd and 7. A give right side for Pacheco.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And chalk that up as a 40-yard loss. And now it's third down.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Mahomes going to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And now the question
hit as I hand the ball off to him. Any type of an issue. But if I am doing the throwing, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Once more, it's Pacheco. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think the 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Chiefs, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they too will leave here at 1-3. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
we got London on the trip.
Whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. My crown way too white to be shooting in the odds. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And you need better stop. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a poet. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Never had a mentor. Scarface. I met her at a club. She twerk better when her heart breaks. Hey, hood, wanna everything that I can. I'm praying for a Bentley and to never go to jail. I'm fresh up out the gutter, I don't know if you can tell. I'm hustling for everything I do for legacy. You can call me any type of day, my dog, I never sleep. The only rule I got is if we don't embarrass me. I write down my problems, then record it just for therapy, just for clarity. Whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't